second.
Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another Star Trek movie review, everybody. And today we're moving on to the second one in the Kelvin timeline, and that is Star Trek Into Darkness, everybody. This came out in 2013. It is the sequel to the 2009 Star Trek movie, everybody. And this movie is a reboot retelling of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, everybody. That's right. But you got to remember that in the 2009 Star Trek movie, the Kelvin timeline was created, so they kind of have the freedom to go back and retell a story. Does it turn out as good as the original Wrath of Khan? No, it does not, unfortunately. It does not. But we will dive into it, everybody. So our cast and crew of the Enterprise is all back in this movie, every single actor, character, and they are all great, of course. I do have a few issues with the story choices that they chose to do with Captain Kirk in the movie, actually, because he violates the Prime Directive in the movie right off the bat, which is, I can see why he did it, because he did it to save Spock, because they were trying to stop this volcano from blowing up, from destroying this very, very, like, caveman-esque type civilization that has no technology. They say in the movie they haven't even really invented the wheel yet. So they're trying to stop this volcano from blowing up, and Kirk violates the Prime Directive to save Spock. So now these people that don't have any technology at all, really, basically worship the Enterprise like it's a god because they saw it come out of their ocean. That's another silly thing that happens in the movie. The Enterprise is literally hidden under the water in the ocean on this planet, and Scotty's freaking out about it. It's funnier than hell. But yeah, so he lies, and then he lies in his report about it, and then he's shocked that he gets in trouble, and he's surprised that Spock told Starfleet about it in his report. And I'm kind of like, okay, come on, really? I didn't like those choices they made. So, but yeah, so the cast is back. Everybody's just as great with all their characters. Love it. I love the cast in these new Star Trek movies. I think they're great. But we have some newcomers in this one. We have Benedict Cumberbatch. He plays Khan, and you know what? The guy does a good job playing this version of Khan in this movie. I think he's menacing at points. He's tough, he's badass, he's scary. Like, I think he pulls off playing this new iteration of Khan. Is he as good as the original Khan? Probably not, but I'd say he's pretty decent to good, I would say, to follow up that as a different person playing this character. So, because the storyline with Khan and his, you know, other people that are enhanced, because they're enhanced people from the past that got frozen and everything, and carbohydrate or whatever, and they, you know, they're dangerous people. They were war criminals and everything. So the story is kind of somewhat the same, but it's also a lot different at the same time. But we got a new timeline, so they had the freedoms to go back and change shit. So Alice Eve plays Carol Marcus. She is the daughter of Marcus, the admiral of Starfleet. He's like the head admiral at Starfleet, and he's played by freaking Peter Weller, everybody. That's right, the original RoboCop. Peter Weller plays Admiral Marcus, and he is a goddamn asshole in this movie. I'm not gonna spin it for you. He's a dick. Straight up dick. He's actually kind of our second villain in the movie, to tell you the truth. He's kind of our second villain, because he has this ship that was secretly being built, and it's called the USS Vengeance, and holy hell, it is a military Starfleet ship. That's all it is. It's loaded with weapons. It's designed to have minimal crew, and it is literally designed for war, because he wants to go to war with the Klingon Empire and basically destroy them. So, and that's his whole plan with Khan and everything, because he unfroze Khan, and he thought Khan could help them develop these weapons and shit, but he realized that Khan can't be controlled. And I mean, that's where the story differs a lot from the original Wrath of Khan, is that he tries to use him to help Starfleet out, but it really backfires. So, and the thing about this Star Trek movie is like, our banter and our interactions between our cast of the Enterprise is just as good as it was in the 2009 one, but this one kind of ditches the whole Star Trek feel to the movie, and it really just solely focuses on action, like total action. They lose that whole meshing of the sci-fi Star Trek movie with that high octane action thrill ride shit that J.J. Abrams is so good at doing. That mixture that they got in the first one, they didn't get it in this one at all. J.J. came back to direct this one, and they solely focused on the action side of it. And this movie takes place on Earth a lot. Like, it's a Star Trek movie that's on Earth, like a lot of the movie, to tell you the truth. They don't really even go outside of our galaxy besides when they go to Kronos. We get to see the Klingons in this movie. They get a new look. They are ugly and scary as hell in this movie. I think I prefer the old look of the Klingons, to tell you the truth, but we get a new version of the Klingons. We actually get to see them in this movie, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, the movie, it's entertaining. Because, I mean, JJ directed it. Like, you're not going to be bored, trust me. Like, it's an entertaining movie. The Enterprise gets effed up in this movie. Lots of great action scenes. I don't like that they lost that whole sci-fi Star Trek side of what this franchise is. Like, I'm totally okay with there being action and all that kind of stuff in these Star Trek movies, but you gotta keep the heart of what these movies are about. You got to keep that sci-fi OG Star Trek show in there somewhat. You got to keep it in there somewhat. And this one kind of ditched it in favor for just doing a space action movie. So, but overall, it's entertaining. I still enjoy watching it. Benedict Cumberbatch, in my opinion, stills the show as Khan. So I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. It's a decent watch still, entertaining, high-octane, action-paced, thrill ride, you know, J.J. Abrams style like he does. So a 7 out of 10 for Star Trek Into Darkness, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching, and be catching you on the tube later because I have spoken.